All right, today we're going to be reviewing Talvin Singh's collaboration with Niladri Kumar, sitar player. And the album is Together, called Together from 2011. It's electronic folk world and um, country esque, not like country music, but just like world music, right? Um, so this album is more very just it's Talvin uses his background with drum and bass and to manipulate some of the rhythms of the sitar and also um, of the tabla playing that he has, and so it's not only is it like a sitar and tabla, a classical Indian album, um, classical music from India. It's he puts his knowledge. He composed it, programmed, and sequenced um, the percussion and tabla playing, and also the sitar that Niladri Kumar plays on the album. So the first song, River, it's like if you can imagine like you're in India, in northern in India, and it's very mountainous there, right? So there's a river flowing through the mountains, and there's a reoccurring melody that goes through this song, River, and it has sitar and tabla playing on the song, and as the river flows through the mountains, uh, it becomes small and then gradually becomes bigger, and you can kind of think about how the water flows through all the rocks and all the debris in the forest, and it's a nice song. I like the melody, the reoccurring melody that occurs with the sitar. Next, the Pink is a very short and sweet, slow song, and at the very beginning of Pink, the sitar is played, and it's almost like you fall into the song. Like you come across this song, and it and um, it just happens to come about, and it's a um, beautiful reflective song, slow reflective song, Pink. So next, Mirror is the next song. It's a beautiful sitar playing, another slow song, slightly longer than Pink, but the Pink and Mirror, they actually flow together, transition well together. The next song, Ananta, is let's see. So with Ananta, Talvin creates these breaks with the tabla, and creates these tabla patterns, and you can hear it. Like there's this pause, and then this break of sitar that flows through the song, and it's interesting patterns that he creates with the sitar and the tabla in Ananta. It's kind of rhythmic tabla breaks within Ananta, kind of an experimental, with the traditional sitar and the traditional tabla playing, but included within the song is Talvin's creation of those breaks, those tabla breaks and the sitar breaks, which are, you can obviously hear them. There's like a pause, like a half a minute, half not a half a second of a break, and then in comes the break that he creates with the sitar and the tabla. That's Ananta. The best song on the album, I would have to say, is Together, which is the album name of the album, and that's the next song, Together. It's a beautiful fusion of drum and bass, and then also classical music, and the way it creates this beautiful melody. Halfway into the song, the classical part, classical undertone of the song, it comes in about halfway, and it's just amazingly beautiful. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. Together, it's 9 minutes and 53 seconds. It's really long, but it's well worth it. I when I was listening to Together the first time, I seriously did not want the song to end. It was that good. I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It's amazing. I can't believe that it's almost it's a melody that I've never heard before. It's not something that when you hear it the first time, it's gonna blow your mind. I love it. It's a wonderful song, Together. And then after that, there's Yogi. It's a slow sitar and tabla playing song. And then after Yogi, there's Play, which is another interesting experimental song. It's very short. I think it's the shortest song on the album. Yeah, a minute and 39 seconds, but it really focuses on the tabla, like playing. And it kind of reminds me of Ananta, where he's creating these beats, but in Play, it's more organic, flowing, as in no. I wouldn't say that there's any kind of manipulation with the beat or anything. It's just very interesting in the way they play, that in the way the song play comes out, and it's just a minute and 39 seconds long. So after that, the Bliss is the next song. It's a repetitive beat that begins at the very beginning, and it throughout the entire song you can hear this repetitive beat with sitar and tabla playing in the background. The next song that I really love on this album is Threads, and that's it is the longest song on the album, 10 minutes and 57 seconds. But it's amazing. It's almost like it's you get lost in the song because it's so long. The song just goes on forever. it's you know what I mean. But it's like it takes you on a mini journey within the album, Threads. It's beautiful sitar playing, beautiful tabla playing, and then at the very end, the last song on the album, Joy, is like it's the most fast song on the album. The rhythm is it just makes you it's a Joy is another song that just totally makes your brain go boom, because it actual the speed of the tabla playing, and the sitar is just it's a virtuosic song. And it ends on a very high note. It like just totally. It's 5 minutes and 54 seconds long, but it ends abruptly, but not so abruptly like you're thinking, where did it go, what happened. But it's amazing. It's a beautiful song that ends the album. And so in regards to, this album is very world music, like Indian classical music, and with the experimentation which Talvin puts into it, with creating these beats within the beats. It's very it's a beautiful album. And as far as the Asian underground, as they say, it's a beautiful album to hear. If you haven't heard it before, you should definitely hear it. At least listen to the title track, the title of the entire album together. And then once you hear that, you're going to want to go back and listen to all the other songs. But my favorite tracks on the album are obviously number one, Together. And then the next one that I really like a lot is Threads. And then I like Pink, which is it's a 2 minute 34 second song, which is just the right length, and very it's a very reflective song, beautiful song. River is also nice, but I like the reoccurring melody in River, but but it's not my favorite song. But Joy is absolutely an amazing song. It's one of the fastest songs on the album, and I you just got to hear it to believe me, because it's beautiful. Niladri Kumar does a beautiful sitar playing, from him. And Talvin Singh, he there's the tabla playing is very nice, beautiful tabla playing. As far as the giving it a ranking out of 10, I'd give it probably a 9.4 out of 10. It is a beautiful album, and the thing that makes me come back to it so many times is the actual song Together, which is the album title of the album. So go check it out. It's beautiful and worthwhile. It came out in 2011, and it's a beautiful collaboration with Niladri Kumar and Talvin Singh. So let me know what you think about this review, and I'm going to be moving on to a new artist with my next review. If you have any ideas, or you would like me to listen to an album, please give a comment of the album and artist that you would like me to review, and I'll go ahead and take a listen. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next review. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.